We're going to rave about some free training for you right now. I want to thank you all for coming. I did want to give you some information that would absolutely be valued that you can utilize in your business, whatever it may be, whether it be affiliate marketing, network marketing, or retail business. And there is a difference between all three, and you're probably doing one. And you got to apologize for the reflection of the screen on my glasses, so you can't see my eyeballs, but I don't want to be doing this all the time because you don't want to be looking at my nose. So you're going to have to deal with it. I'm sure you'll live. But I also wanted to cover, again, some free training of those guys who are on here who are impatient and just want some free training. I'll tell you right now, one of them, I'm going to save the best for last, of course, and I'm actually going to show you a video as well as how to play a video on a Google Hangout with the people on your Hangout. There's certain things you need to do in order to get that done. But for those of you waiting for the free training, go to Craigslist. Seriously, it's free. Craigslist Backpage.com is a good one. Those are two good sites that you can actually advertise your business. I would suggest utilizing an image. And if you want to know how to post an image on Craigslist, go to YouTube is number one. Number two, for Craigslist and Backpage, understand a lot of the people that are on there, and there's somebody looking at those every day, and you can get leads, have it go to a capture page. And I want to explain that, let me back up for a second here. Everything that I'm going to be showing you, 98% of it is going to be free. 100% of it that I'm giving to you is only a very, very small part of all the marketing that you can have, and it's going to be over quite a few different subjects. Facebook marketing, syndication methods, free methods is what the majority is what it's going to be, like I said, and as well as paid methods later on down the line. So if you're watching these Hangouts for like 5 years straight, you might get all the information, but the quickest, easiest way, of course, is to get in my business, and I'll show you everything, and that's the ultimate goal, of course. But for Craigslist, if you do go on Craigslist, understand your target market, and whatever you're marketing, make sure you have a target market, somebody that you are focusing on, whether it be teachers or firefighters or a type of somebody who has, somebody you actually want to be sure to get their short story. Lawrence Tam is a very well-known marketer. He's doing very well, over 100,000 a month. He's doing now part-time, 2 to 4 hours a day. And he started out marketing to at-home moms. Interestingly enough, he had a blog, and he started marketing at-home moms, and he had an Amazon. He was doing an Amazon business on the side. And I asked him about it. I got to meet him one time in Atlanta, and I asked him, I said, man, you said he had an audio that he put out, and he says, forget marketing about online business or how to make money and all the other things that everything that you see out there in every Facebook group, make money fast and everything going on. And he was going to the at-home moms, and he was marketing, and he said in the audio that I listened to that he was actually promoting products for Amazon on his blog. He wasn't doing make money. But he had little banners on the side that says, if you want to make money at home, go do this. So he would promote vacuum cleaners. He would promote books, and a lot of other products that he had on Amazon. And the benefit was that if they went to his blog to read about that product, which he marketed and they found through Google search and stuff, they would either, number one, they'd buy the product. Number two, they would click on the other link to see what the business aspect was, so they leave. So he had 2/3 ways to get some money, basically, to get a business going, and I thought it was just freaking genius. So have a target market and understand anyone on Craigslist that you're going to be marketing to most likely doesn't have much money. Most likely is looking for a job or an alternate means of making money or a quick way to make money. But knowing that, you can focus your marketing towards that. You can actually make images that would appeal to people that are looking for that specifically. So there's a free marketing tip right off the bat. But I want to cover some marketing that you can use for whatever business you're in. It doesn't matter. And there is a difference. Affiliate marketing is what I consider like Amazon, well, not necessarily Amazon, but selling a product for a commission. One quick way and one of the best ways to understand and actually make some money online is to go to a place like clickbank.com or Commission Junction. There's a couple others that I won't mention here. But you can go there, you can get a product. It doesn't cost you anything to get a link, an affiliate link. You market that link, and if somebody clicks on it, they go there and they buy it, you're getting paid. It's that simple. So that's affiliate marketing, where you actually market a product and you get a commission. The negative about that, of course, is that's unless you know a lot about ClickBank and residuals and getting paid for the monthlies, or you have a company that you're working with there, you're not getting a regular monthly income, and you have to keep marketing that product. Now, one way to do that, of course, is to build that product, find a good product, market it well, build a website based on it, and then promote that website like crazy. And once that starts bringing in like 10, 20, 30, 50, $100 a week, you know, and you're working your ass off on that one, go do another one. You got 10, 20, 100 different websites like that making, you know, $20 a week. You're doing pretty good. So it's a repeat process that you can utilize. I personally don't like it because I mean, it's a great way to do it. I'm doing some of it, a few products that I actually have. You'll see on my blog sometimes. But I personally don't like it because I don't like going and picking a random product. You know, I'd like to suggest something that I've used, something that someone I trust used that can actually give me a valid review. MikeRaveNow5-16-13 is actually giving a lot of reviews on products. You can look him up and find out some products that he's recommending or not recommending. Review site is another way to go about it. But network marketing. Most people online are marketing in some type of network marketing. That's basically where you go build a team, a company. You build a downline is the word that they use a lot. And I also classify those as matrices. You know, the 2x5s, the 4x7s, all the matrices in there, because those are set to a finite width. You know, you get 2, they get 2, they get 2, they get 2, they get 2. That's a matrix that they get through. But there's also network marketing where you can refer people individually, personally refer people as wide as you want, and then, you know, if they happen to go get somebody, you get a commission from their second level. That's network marketing, where you do get a commission based on your team's production, which is kind of cool. Retail marketing, I consider just selling a product. For instance, all the Etsy products that you have out there. I do classify eBay and Amazon. eBay and Amazon as retail. It's not technically an affiliate because you are going onto a website, you're selling a product, and you're getting 100% of the money, minus, of course, PayPal fees, shipping, whatever it is that you have to deal with. And eBay is another great way of doing it as well, because, and seriously, if you're looking to make some money, go on eBay. I mean, just some money. You know, you can. I know people are making, you know, sometimes $1,000 a week doing that, but they've worked at it for a long time. But if you have everybody has some stuff lying around the house. A couple suggestions I have to make some quick money. Basically, go to eBay. Find something that is laying around, a CD, a DVD. You know that those are few and far between, because it's only a matter of time before Net Zero and Hulu, and you can get anything you want online. I actually have a computer plugged into my TV. It's kind of cool, so I can watch some of that stuff. But go find something lying around. You know, this cup is pretty cool. It's a Bubba cup, by the way. It's a pretty cool cup. But if you go find something lying around, go post it on eBay, write a very good description, and when you do that, again, kind of like Craigslist, you want to target it for specific people, or you want to target specific keywords, in which case you want to utilize Google Keyword Tool. What would you put into Google, I'm using that search engine as a basis, Google or Bing, to find the product that you want to sell? What word would you put in there? Go to Google Keyword Tool, search for that, you'll find it, bring it up, and they'll give you some suggestions of the keywords that you can utilize. And the only thing I would suggest for eBay is two things. Number one, pictures. Pictures sell better than words. You do want to keep a good description, but the number one thing you want to do is actually make it a great title. For instance, this, I would say, badass badass mug, Bubba Cup. I would utilize the name itself, Bubba Cup. keeps things cold and hot. And you can utilize fabulous, great, whatever, but just don't use too many adjectives. But you want to utilize the words that people are going to be searching for. Excuse me while I take a drink of my bubble cup. And that's the difference between affiliate marketing, network marketing, and retail. Now, granted, some do overlap. There are some a lot of health products out there, health companies out there that are network marketing based, but you sell a product, a health product, vitamin, shake, mineral, whatever, that you earn a profit off of because you bought it for a wholesale. And little heads up, right now, if you're in a health business, for instance, if you're in a health business or you have a business just like I described, where you can purchase a product for a wholesale rate because you're a member, and then sell it for a retail rate. Right now, eBay does not have a regulation stopping you from selling that product once you've purchased it. Which means you go through your catalog, and quite often in a lot of these companies, and one of the reasons that I don't dig them too much is because you have to have a closet full of stuff. You have a closet full of stuff, and then when somebody says, hey, you got that, you're like, yeah, let me go to my closet, and here you go, it's $35 when you bought it for $30. So you make $5 or whatever. But if you bought it, and this is a great suggestion for eBay again, and that network marketing business, if you purchase it, keep that receipt, keep that visible, keep that for proof that you actually purchased it, of course, that you didn't steal it, and sell it on eBay. eBay does not have a regulation stopping people in those network marketing companies from doing that. So you can purchase stuff for wholesale and then sell it on eBay. The negative, of course, is you're probably going to lose some money the first few times, but in losing that money, you're going to have to pay for shipping. You have to pay for the product. And people aren't going to buy it for $35 on eBay. They want a deal. So you can sell it for $5, $10, I'm sure, no problem whatsoever, and then add shipping to that. And you're selling it for $15 for something you paid $30 for. So you're losing money? Yes and no. Because what you're going to do is you're going to make a pamphlet. You're going to put a flyer. You're going to put all the things that they supply you from that company, most likely, and put that in the box and say, if you want any more of this, be sure to call me direct. I'll hook you up with a wholesale rate, and you won't have to go on eBay and pay for the shipping. So I'll have it shipped directly to you, because if you're in that company, you should be able to do that. If you can't, I'd start looking at another company. But that's a great way to utilize all three. You're in a network marketing business, you have a retail product, and sell it on eBay. I mean, that's a great method there. There is a video that I wanted to show you to give you a couple of the free tools that I made a video about. And one of the reasons that I'm doing this is because a team member, or a couple team members actually, got in touch with me. They said, Mike, we got all the products, we got the method, we know the reason behind the madness, we got the mindset, but we need just a little bit more help. How do you do this? Specifically, the video is about URL shorteners, about shortening your URLs. It is a little long, but at the same time, it has some very valuable information in there, because you may or may not know how to shorten your link. And if you are an affiliate marketer, say again like a ClickBank, or even any affiliate marketer, network marketing online that you're doing, you usually have a link, and then it's on this side, right? Your username, a link, and then your username. And quite often, some people will say, well, I don't want to pay that person or whatever, so I'll just use the link, and then they'll go buy it with that. So shortening your link or masking your link is a great way to make sure you get paid. That's plus number one, something Joan Harrington actually pointed out, that she wrote a blog post, and I totally left that out of the video, so I wanted to throw that out there. So shortening your link is a great way for people not to recognize exactly what it is, because some people see that it's from a particular company, they just blow it off. Whereas if it's shortened or masked, even better, they won't be able to tell what it is until they click on it. And the video covers exactly how to do that. And just I want to give you a little detail on how to share YouTube videos on a Google Hangout. Specifically, if you're on a Google Hangout, which nobody's on here now, I do have my other account on there. In order to share a YouTube video on a Google Hangout with the people on the Hangout anyway, I'm just going to play it. It's going to go through the speakers. If you can't hear it very well, I want to show you a couple things. But one, in order to, let me do this. Trash that. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to show you. Ignore all the stuff in the middle. It's just going to go down there in the middle. But I'm going to show you exactly how to share a YouTube video on a Google Hangout. Specifically, let me go share here. So ignore all this middle part here, but we're going to go over here to the left. On the left side, you can see it kind of lighten up a little bit. I'm going to go a little slow so you can make sure if you're getting kind of dizzy or whatever, put your hand in front of the screen there. But you do want to go to the View More Apps. When you put your mouse over it, that Add Apps is going to pop up. So then you go click Add Apps. I'm going to show you this, and then you can do it. And then you just scroll on down. These are all the cool apps that you can go through for your Google Hangout. You can look at them later. And there's YouTube right there. You just click on it. It'll download the app. Now everyone in here, it's very cool. Everyone in here in the Hangout anyway can view it and they can pause it. But the more people that do that, it has a chance of messing up. And it also says that the playlist, if we add it as a playlist, which I've already done, you can go view it on my YouTube channel, which I will show you as well. I'm guessing you can see this. That YouTube channel is youtube.com/user/MikeRaveNow. MikeRaveNow, you can pretty much just search in YouTube for MikeRaveNow, and it'll pop up a lot of my videos. You click on my name, Mike Raver, and it'll go to my channel. The channel itself is right here. And when you get here, this is the video you probably saw if you got here a little early. You want to go down to playlists. Under playlists, there's the video right there. It's called Training right now. I'll go ahead and name that 5/16/13 for today's date. And that's the video itself that you can watch in a little bit more clarity. But in order to share your YouTube video on a Google Hangout, you can see here I have the YouTube. You just want to add a video to a playlist. I do need to get the URL. This is the video itself, how to shorten a link using URL shorteners. One badass tool, by the way, one badass tool, which is what I've been using for a while, which gives you so many more benefits than any of the other shorteners I've ever seen, and I discussed that in the video, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But if you hit share, you get the YouTube link, and then we're going to go back to Google Hangout. Up here on the top right, you're going to add videos to a playlist, paste it in there, hit the little search. And like I said, there's the other, oops, I didn't share my screen, did I? So let's do that again. I'm just talking to myself, sorry. I'm learning. This is a test hangout. This is the first one of many hangouts, so I did share my screen. Well, I'll show it to you again anyway. So basically, you just want to go to View More Apps, hit Add Apps right here, just to the one that pops up next. Click YouTube. It'll open the YouTube option, and I've already loaded it. Hit Add the Videos to Playlist, and then you can save the playlist. Like I said, I've already saved it in my YouTube channel, MikeRaveNow. You can go check it out there. And the only thing I'll suggest, of course, is when you do that, make it big to get rid of that, and then enlarge the screen, your screen, so you can see it a little bit more clearly. Now I'm going to let you go watch the video on how to shorten your URLs. There's several different tools in there. They're all free. You can get them online. They're not from me. There's only one that you can get from me, and I explain it in the video. So enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon. Here about .com or .biz, .org, .net, whatever, and you can see I just paused it, which means it takes it off of mute. So you do have to make sure not to unmute your microphone if you're going to be playing this to anybody not on the Hangout. Little FYI. Anybody who is on the Hangout does need to download the YouTube app, which I did for you there. And
Hey everybody, Mike Raver here, and we're going to rave about shortening your link now, or shortening a URL, which a link and a URL are both the same thing. It's that little address that you have in your browser, whether it be Firefox or Google or Safari or Internet Explorer. Whatever address you put up here about .com or .biz, .org, .net, whatever. And then slash, you can see this one's pretty long, MikeRaveNow, which empowernetwork.com/MikeRaveNow is my Empower Network blog, by the way. And then after that, it's describing specifically to get to this one, /blog, /how to use LinkedIn. I'm bored. I don't want to watch that anymore. So I'm going to shorten that link. And there's two different categories is where I put it. There's one that just shortens your link from a long URL to a short URL. Real short. And the second not only shortens your link, but it also masks it. And the difference is the link shorten the original ones that I'm talking about actually just shortens it. The second one actually makes it so that people don't know where they're going, and it doesn't put it in the address bar. For instance, and if you go to the bottom of my blog, by the way, if you're on here now, somebody was kind enough to do a blog post about it already. I went ahead and put her information in there. Hi, Helena. And she wrote a video about it on how to utilize goo.gl and bit.ly and tinyurl. And you can see goo.gl, which is a Google shortener, which is very cool. It gives you this little tiny address whenever you put, say for instance, if I take this big long address and I stick it in there and then I hit shorten URL, I'm done. So I hit, it tells you right there, hit Control C to copy, and then when I go to a new, I put that in there, and guess where it goes? Exactly where it should. You can see I don't use it very much, but back in February, it does give details, but and it says the number of clicks, which is nice, but I actually kind of prefer, I got 78 on, I'm going to have to check that one out because that's a lot of clicks on that, see where I put that. I actually like Bitly. Bit.ly or bitly.com is very handy for several different reasons. One is it gives you information on exactly that, on everything about that link. This is one I just put up there, or Friends Plus Me, actually, that's a very good one. Didn't have anything there, but that's a recent one that just popped up. Very cool. It also has bundles. You can categorize each and every one of your links into a specific bundle as to what it is that you want it to be, and there's a couple pages that I use there. But it also gives individual stats of each in particular one. You can see this Power Network that it's a good idea to blog daily, and I try to do that on a regular basis, 12, 13, 9, 7. But it also, let's go back a few days, gives you the total number of clicks and even the information on that particular Bitly. Hang on, let me find a good one for you. Let's go to stats. And there we go. 5,875 clicks I have on my Bitly links. I'm using probably about one a day, maybe every other day, or making one every other day. But you can see on April 15th, I got 466 clicks on my Bitly links. That's all of them. And you can see there's several pages of all my links, but that's all of them together. I don't know what, I stopped using Bitly for a bit there, and I'm using a few other things recently. So this is what was going on towards the end of April, which is very cool. It also tells you where it comes from. There's Facebook. There's some Facebook clicks, the Facebook.com, other Facebook links, and email. I mean, it's very cool. Followtowealth.com, very cool. Got 100 clicks just on that. So this is great stats that you can utilize for your marketing. Knowing your numbers is very important. One of the reasons why I like Bitly. But you can also use tinyurl.com, or you can just search in Google for link shorteners or URL shorteners or free link shorteners or free URL shorteners, and you will find one. Be cautious. The only thing I would suggest, of course, is there's quite a few out there that are decent. Like I said, Bitly, goo.gl is very, to the point. And there are a few out there that advertise on your link. They give you this free service on how to shorten your link, but they're going to put their ad up here. You can see tinyurl.com has their own ad at tinyurl.com, but the link itself does not have any ads. But putting tinyurl.com does advertise for them technically, but not specifically. They're going to your link if you utilize it. And that was a little confusing, but choose the ones that I suggest. That way you can stay out of trouble. There's plenty. You don't need to really use any more than one. And again, I suggest Bitly as a link shortener. If you want to use goo.gl or tinyurl, it's up to you. The second category is actually the one that masks your link, and those are very cool. Socialmediabar.com. What you can see here is socialmediabar.com actually has a video. Go here, watch the video, and that video is very useful for the other link shorteners that are available out there, like My Social Empire. MySocialEmpire.net is very cool. You do need to sign in. You do need access to that. Where Social Media Bar, you do not. You do need to have an account. And the reason why, I'll show you real quick, is like Bitly. You can either create your link, which of course I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But it also has an archive. It saves all your links and shows you where, how many hits you're getting, how many people are going to your link. It's very cool. So that's very handy info. Scientific Power of Thought. That's a good one. Getting 136 hits on there. So mysocialempire.net is a cool one for that reason. And again, how to create your link is very similar to the video that socialmediabar.com gives you. So again, socialmediabar.com. I can talk, I tell you. Go there, watch the video, and it'll tell you how to fill out all the specific information. The only thing I would suggest, of course, is for Empower Network only, do not use image URLs for Empower Network. And I'm going to show you how to do that real quick in just a second. And then I'm going to show you a little special tool that I am utilizing now that is only available to people on my team, but we'll get to that in a moment. Bing! Bing.com is up and coming. They're doing a huge marketing effort in order to show how much greater their search engine is than Google. However, Google does have, you go to google.com, obviously, you can, these very cool tools, and that's why I use Gmail, because it's several different reasons. That you have a calendar, you have a Google Drive, you can share your documents, you can do Hangouts with them. Gmail is very cool, so get a Gmail if you don't have one, and you can do that simply by going to google.com and creating an email. But images is what people like to utilize for Google Images, what people like to use. Let's try this link, Shortener. Dun, dun, dun. And here are all the images that for link shorteners. You can go through pages and pages and pages of them. But if you want to use, say, Bitly, you want to use this one for instance, you click on it, and then you click on it again, and the link that it gives you normally, oh, this one actually goes to, see, that's why I don't like Google. Google Images, they I don't like Google Images for a couple different reasons, but if you do use Google Images, totally up to you. You can go there, click on the picture that you like, and then right-click on it. And with Firefox, got a Hangout coming up. With a Firefox, you want to hit Copy Image Location. Copy Image Location, and in Social Media Bar or My Social Empire, in the image URL, you paste it. And you can see the reason that this is an image URL is it starts with HTTP and it ends with .jpg. I think if one of them might accept .png, but I'm not sure which. The one that I prefer actually is Bing. Bing.com/images, and here's one of the reasons why. Trending. It shows you that Emmy Rossum, who is she? I don't know, but it's trending, and because it's trending, and it's #1 as a matter of fact, it's trending big enough to be put on this list of what people are searching for on Bing. Therefore, it might be something you want to use in your marketing. Going here on a fairly regular basis, you can see what's yeah, there's not very much. Katy Perry's very very common. She seems to be in there somewhere over the last couple of weeks. Selena Gomez is popular because she just came out with a new album and she was on, I think, David Letterman or something like that. I don't know why Ryan Seacrest is popular. I have no idea. Someone please write a blog post explaining that. But similar to Google Images, you can go in there and type link shortener, and you will get several benefits. Now, one of the reasons that I like Bing Images is because you do have this protector. You can do, right now it's on moderate, but you can actually come in here, put it strict if you want to make sure your kids don't see anything, or you can just turn it off if you don't mind seeing things like porn, which they do post in here, because porn, and I know I don't want to go off about it too much, and I didn't mean to say that way, but is one of the greatest methods of utilizing keyword optimization that you've ever seen. Because if you turn that off, you will see some pictures pop up here that have nothing to do with the picture they're showing. But because they keyword optimized it, it pops up in the search engines. Great, great, great tool. And you can learn how to do that through, and even the picture doesn't even matter. It's just the optimization of the keywords. But regardless of that, let's say we want to use this link. I left clicked on it, and then I left click on it again, and it says forbidden. Isn't that great? And also link shortener, I left click on it again, and there's my URL. So I come up to the top of the browser, I copy it, and I paste it in here. That's how you use that link. There's another way to do it, but I'll go over, you can figure that out for yourself. The last link shortener that I want to show you is only available to people on my team. Specifically, the linkprosperity.com, which you only get if you are a member of the Prosperity team. The Prosperity team is a team that promotes the Empower Network. So yes, you do have to be a part of the Empower Network. It's $25, but let me show you exactly what you get just with the shortener, the link shortener that we have available here. The link shortener, of course, just like social media bar, you fill it out just like it would say before. But for instance, I'm going to show you a little trick here with the social media bar and my social empire. Quite frankly, it's very simple. If you put link shortener in here, link shortener, because that's what my blog is about after all, right? How to shorten your links. If you put that in there, it's kind of, this is going to be your entire link. http://linkprosperity.com/link shortener. One of the things I would suggest is put a dash in there. So now you have two words, link shortener. So now people know where that goes to, or even a little bit better, how to shorten your link, which by some strange coincidence is what I made. How to shorten your link. So when somebody clicks on this link right here, it's shortened number one. It's not as big as this puppy right here. But if you click on this, it's going to say how to shorten your link. People know exactly where it's going. Plus, right off, you can see it has you can syndicate it, of course, on Twitter and Facebook, but I'll cover that in a little bit, and that'll just send the link there. But also, it has this handy QR code. Again, thank you very much to the people that did this, and I won't go into detail. You'll find out when you get into the Prosperity team. But this link, this QR code, is very handy for mobile applications. All the QR codes that you have for all your links, you can put into, say, your blog, and people can scan it with their phone or their tablet, and they will get access to whatever it is you have it saved in there. And that's what the Link Prosperity does, and I don't know any other shortener that does that. Plus, when you do, let's see, I think I copied that already. When you do get that, plus the Prosperity link will also, you can get to all the recently created URLs, all the shorteners that people just made, the most popular URLs, the recently viewed URLs, and what is trending on Facebook. What is trending on Facebook is a great way to find out exactly what you may want to market for or to. Just scrolling down here, you can see what's the most popular ones are. Not only that, and there's two benefits here. Number one, if it's kind of repeated a few times down and you see that it's trending on Facebook, is in people are clicking this linkprosperity.com, this particular shortened link, which, by the way, this picture, that you see here is the standard, and this is the one that people actually put in there individually. But you get two benefits. One is you can see what's trending on Facebook, so that you yourself can say, hey, that must be pretty popular. I think I'll go make a blog post about that. Simple. The second is that if you see something that you may find beneficial, because everybody here on the Empower Network is utilizing their blog to promote their blog so that they can build their business, whatever that may be. It may be Empower Network, it may be some other business, it may be a ClickBank, it may be something they're selling on Amazon. You don't know, but they're using their blog for whatever reasons they choose, and some of them might interest you. How to get traffic on Facebook with Facebook advertising. I don't know who did that, but just looking there, that looks like something I might want to check out. I might want to check out the Hippie Jedi. I might want to check out Happy Easter, because I want to find some Easter. So take your pick. It's up to you. But also, one of the other major pluses, again, this is only available to the Prosperity team, is that it gives you all of your Empower Network links. So all those links that you have with describing the homepage or the blogging system, because people are wondering about it, each and every one of the products, the Inner Circle, Costa Rica, 15K, and it's got Costa Rica twice. Interesting. Costa Rica Masters course. Okay, so there's a difference there. The opportunity, as well as, and we'll cover down a little bit here, the Hangouts, and I'll cover that in a moment. The capture pages, they're individual capture pages. These are specific trainings that were given by John Chapman, Robert Mercado, and Kevin Souza that you have access to. These are six-figure earners that you have access to just by being a member of the Prosperity team. The Prosperity team, by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it's absolutely 100% free. It costs you $25 to get in the Empower Network. Get in touch with me, and I'll hook you up with the Prosperity team. They also give you all the capture pages that the Empower Network gives you. All the capture pages that you can utilize, because if you know you're about marketing, you want to use a capture page, a sales page, and then an autoresponder. All these capture pages, which the Empower Network created, the Prosperity team is giving to you through the linkprosperity.com link. Very cool. And it is specifically, there's my username right there, tagged to your marketing, which means somebody puts their email in here, it's going to go to your autoresponder, and they're going to get your link, your sales page to the Empower Network, and when they join, they're going to get into your business. To cover a little bit more about that, I'll go ahead and show you the link itself, which is right here. It shows the link. This is the link, the bar up here, and there's my blog, obviously, that you can see. With this bar up here, just like social media bar, you can also share it you can email it, you can send it to Facebook, you can Twitter it, you go to LinkedIn, and this is what it's going to do, send it when it does, and you can share it with all those, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and like that right now. Made a video with this post. Check it out here. And now when somebody goes watch the video, it's going to go post to my Facebook. When somebody clicks on that link, they're going to come watch this video that I'm going to post, stick right there. You can also send it to Twitter, which got a check mark that I already did, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google+. But being a part of the Prosperity team, yes, gives you access to this linkprosperity.com shortener, but it also gives you access to the Hangout. The Prosperity Hangout is a weekly hangout where 5, 6, 7-figure earners, as Rob 4 right there, very cool dude, just joined the Prosperity team, super badass. Franco Gonzalez is a Facebook king, so is John Chapman. Paul Hutchings leads the morning mindset call. Zach Zlatev, I guess. And I forget, I think this is Trevor actually, that is just up and coming. I think he's made 10, 20 grand or something in the last 3 months. He's kicking ass. But you can see there's 10,000 comments on here. This is a Prosperity Team Hangout that is affiliate linked. You can see this is my username up here, and I got there from this Hangout, from this link, this bar that I'm using to advertise this blog everywhere. And when somebody comes here, they'll see they can watch the Hangout. They can watch it right now, as a matter of fact, if I wanted to. They watch the last week's Hangout, which I think was on Wednesday. And when they click Join Our Team, it's going to go to my affiliate join page, which also is in this link, one of these options here. On top of that, if they have questions, they can go to this link that says have questions. And there's all the questions that most people have about the Empower Network. And there's all kinds of videos they can watch in here as well. But when they hit register now, it's going to go to my join page. These are all affiliate linked. And again, this is 100% free, but when they go to the join page, and when you go to the join page, because I know you're gonna get for $25 stinking dollars, you're gonna get everything I just discussed here, which is just the link shortener. I haven't even gone into the website, the training site, but you're gonna get a viral blogging system with the Empower Network, which is what I'm utilizing to market this with. All the capture pages that the Empower Network provides. Which again, I pointed out that the prosperity link actually shortens those for you, affiliate link to you. Also, you're going to get the Fast Start training video where they show the 8 core commitments that you do need to make in order to succeed in any business, not just the Empower Network. And that's what I love about the Empower Network, is it shows you how to be a marketer. It doesn't show you exactly how to do the Empower Network. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But if you want to know how to market your business, spend $25, guys. Also, you're going to get the hosting, the design, the theme, the plugins, so that you can design it just like you want to. This, where'd it go? Oh, I messed it up. This is how I chose to design my Empower Network. See, this is linkprosperity.com, and this is what I meant by masking, that this is an empowernetwork.com link, but up here in the URL, it shows linkprosperity.com. So you can post this on Facebook. You can post this wherever you want. But also, you're going to get everything, which you can see here. If you add these up, it's over $2,000 in value. But for $25 stinking dollars, you get everything that I mentioned here and then some. And you get it all for free. So I don't know what you're still thinking about. Wherever this link is that you see that starts with linkprosperity.whatever, click it, go there, join it, and I will see you on the inside, and I'll walk you through exactly everything that you're going to get and how to get on the daily training, how to utilize the Hangouts, how to utilize the Women's Lounge, which is on Sundays. There's 2 weekly Hangouts that the Prosperity team has that are affiliate linked for your business. So get in there. Don't waste any more time. My name is Mike Raver, and I'm going to rave now. Talk soon. Have a great one, gang.
Now, was that a badass tool or what? You get a link shortener, you get stats on all the links that you're posting, and the links that you put out there have access to affiliate linked Hangouts and a few other bonuses that you can see there. I'll let you check it on your own. You can syndicate it through Facebook, Google Plus. I mean, that's a badass tool, I'm telling you. And I got that for free by being part of the Prosperity team. And you may have noticed there that I actually did a little edit, put some words and stuff in there. I did an edit of this video because, and here's something about the YouTube, sharing a YouTube on Google Plus or the Google Plus Hangout. If you do so, everybody that is invited, everybody that is on the Hangout, not people who are watching it, but the people who are invited in the Hangout, this little bottom part down here, they each have to download the YouTube app over there on the left side, the YouTube app, in order to hear it. They can watch it, but in order to listen to it, they have to download the YouTube app. It's a great way to get the team together, and each and every single person will have the ability to pause it. Now, if you have 8 or 10 people and they're all pausing and playing and pausing and playing, it can cause a little issue, but they all have the ability to pause it, and when they do so, it will unmute them, and mute everybody else. So as it turned out, I was on my other computer. I was making little comments on the video so you can understand that the 5,000 clicks that I got with Bitly was in less than a month. I think you read it, but I wanted to point things out like that. And it muted out the video that I was playing. So I had to re-edit it, and I just threw the whole video in there. You can see it a lot clearer. I hope you enjoyed and got some value from it. And because you're still here, I want to give you a couple bonuses. The first is the tip that everybody should be doing, whether you're in affiliate marketing, network marketing, or retail. Your main focus should be to capture leads. You may have heard the power is in the list. It's about as true as it gets. If you capture leads, you can market to them over and over and over and over again until they unsubscribe. And if they unsubscribe, you didn't want them anyway. But I mean, and that holds true for anything that you're in. In affiliate marketing, say, and I'm going to count Amazon. If you're marketing Amazon products that are already there, you're getting a commission based on the amount of that you sell. So that would be an affiliate. But if you're putting your own products up there, your own informational products, your own ebook, that would be retail. But if you're putting up an affiliate marketing, if you're putting up a product, say, like a weed eater, and you have them go to a capture page to put their email in order to go purchase that weed eater, then you have their email, and whether they bought it or not, you can market that weed eater to them again. If they bought a weed eater, and I'm using that as an example, but if they bought a weed eater, obviously you can market to them to say, hey, get 50% off by referring somebody else, and give them a link to go to. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to market. If you're a network marketer and you have a product or a service that you're providing someone, whatever service that is, if it's a health industry and losing weight, you can do several things with an email. You get their email, you can market the product over them, you can market several products to them, because if you're in some of these companies, you have lots of products to market. But you can also go to ClickBank, buy one. I would suggest buying it, but it's up to you if you want to. I would suggest purchasing like a book on how to get rock hard abs or something, and then marketing that product. Say, hey, I noticed you weren't interested in the losing weight thing, but how would you like to have some rock hard abs? It's only $9.97, whatever it is on ClickBank, and you might get some extra sales that way. But because you have their email and you're providing them information and you're providing them value, you have the opportunity to market to them again. Franco Gonzalez is a member of the Prosperity team. He says we're in the business of collecting emails. That is your whole business. So whatever you're doing, you should have a capture page, sales page, and an autoresponder. Capture page in order to get their emails, a sales page in order to convince them to purchase something, of course, and an autoresponder so you can send them back through the sales page, through all the information that you're providing them, as well as other products similar to what they opted in for. I know some affiliate marketers who have dozens of lists from different categories that they're utilizing. Chris Record, another member of the Empower Network, he's on the Team Take Massive Action. He's one of the founders. And he states that there's 3 factors that you should be doing. He works about 2 hours a day. He's got a 60-hour-a-week job that he loves, that he's not giving up, that he's going to keep doing that. He's got a family, two fairly new kids, children, not teenagers, that he takes care of. So he has very little time, but he knows how to market. The 3 C's that he suggests is that you create traffic to get to your opportunity or service or product, capture leads, and convert to sales. Because it doesn't matter what you're selling, online, offline, whatever you're selling, if you don't sell something, if you don't make some sales, you're not going to be in it for long. 98% of people in this business fail, is the myth that's out there. As it turns out, 98% of the people out there freaking quit. There's only one way, whatever business you're in, and if you're not in a business, by all means, jump in the Empower Network. I'll show you all this and then some, but whatever business you're in, the Empower Network can help you do that. It doesn't matter. If you don't quit, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're marketing, whatever it is that you're selling, don't frickin' quit, and you will get there. It's amazing the way that works out. Even the ones that just pay so little, very little percentage that don't get too much, like I was saying earlier, the $35 product you make $5 off, that's great for lead-ins for the most part for customers, and then you get their email and you market another product to them, you make another $5. So consequently, that customer might be worth a couple $100 or thousands of dollars, depending on how much stuff they buy and how well you market to them, which is why how to market is a large part of it. So I want to give you one more thing, because I want to thank you for being on here this long, and I do appreciate you, coming on here to get this information, and I hope you did get some value from it. There's more coming, and I want to be able to supply that to you directly, because I don't know how you found me here, but I want to be sure to get it to you directly. And on the note that I was just talking about, I have a bonus. It's a PDF. It's a sheet that shows you 101 ways to advertise, supplied by Team Take Massive Action, Chris Record, that I just mentioned earlier. There's 101 ways to advertise on a PDF. You can download it. It's free. The only thing you need to do, of course, is put your name and email in the slot to the side here. And if you are not on the Hangout page that I advertise there, and I'm not, no point in pointing that out, you can go to followtowealth.biz. Go to followtowealth.biz, and there will be an opt-in there. You put your name and email in there, and you will get 101 ways to advertise. There's an audio that describes a little bit of it. Some of it has to do with what was done, what I covered at the beginning of this Hangout. The rest is a sheet of paper that you can go over and figure out what it is that works best for you. After that, it's all mindset and how-to. The how-to are what these Hangouts are going to be signaled on. But if you don't have the mindset, if you don't think that you can do this, if you don't think this is going to be successful, if the business that you're in you don't think is going to work, it won't. I think Confucius said it first, but Henry Ford reiterated it. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. The thing is, I already know you can. And I'm going to give you the tools on how to do that. And don't you ever freaking quit. Mike Raver, start now, rave now.